Alex Perez back here on the program. He's coming off a huge win this past weekend at UFC 227 where he finished Jose Shorty Torres in the first round. Alex, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just getting ready to go to training and get my day started.
Look at you, right back in the gym after a big win like that. Well, congratulations right off the top, man. That was a very good performance. Did you expect the fight to play out like that? It was just a dominant performance from the opening bell.
Yeah, I don't train, this hard just to, go out there and not dominate. Obviously it doesn't always work out like that. I'm just happy and thankful it did this time.
No, for sure. Was like I guess was there anything about him that surprised you at all, or was it exactly how you thought it was going to be in the cage?
No, I knew he was tough. I just got started quicker, and that helped me, right off the back to get the finish.
Okay. Well, take me through the first round. I know it wasn't a long fight, but I mean, as you're landing these shots, is your confidence level just shooting through the roof at this point? Because he was getting hit a ton. And the other thing I wanted to ask, was there ever a point where you were worried that you were going to overexert yourself? Because he was taking a lot of shots and not going down.
Nah, there was I was throwing a lot, but there's a lot of them that I wasn't throwing as hard as I could. I was just throwing, just trying to see what I can get him to do. Kind of setting him up, trying to see what he's gonna throw back and stuff. Usually by the first minute or so, I got it down. His counters, knew exactly what he was gonna throw, and everything we drilled in the gym kind of just came through. I wasn't worried about getting tired. I train all the time consistently. Like I said, like I'm getting ready to go to training right now. I don't really take time off, so I'm not worried about gassing out. If I get tired, I'm for sure. I know he's going to be more tired than me. Going into the second and third. Like I try to keep that pace up as long as I can.
Was this the most satisfying win of your career? You handed Shorty Torres the first loss of his career. You get to do it in LA. There's a lot of fan support there. I mean, that must be a pretty milestone moment for you in your career.
Yeah, it's always good to fight close to home. Well, my second home, I'm originally from Lemoore, but I'm out here in Irvine now, so it's pretty cool. My family and friends got to come. It's no better feeling than being able to fight twice in California. They're fighting the UFC. Every fight card I've asked to be on, whether it's short notice or not, I've been on. So that's cool.
And I know he was the betting underdog heading into the fight, but did it bother you at all that people were kind of, calling him the super prospect and not really looking at your resume? I mean, you guys are the same age and you've accomplished in terms of fights. I mean, you have a lot more pro fights. Did that kind of bother you at all with that narrative heading into the fight?
Not really. Like I said, if you know me, I can care less what people think. I don't care about the hype or anything like that. Eventually, it's only two of us fighting. The hype doesn't come in the cage with you.
That's a good point.
So yeah, to me, it doesn't really matter. Like people are hyping people up. Like don't get me wrong, Jose Torres, I guarantee you, we're gonna fight again eventually. He's a tough guy. Like I said, we fight 10 out of 10 times. You never know what's gonna happen. It happened to be my night that night, and I'm just happy with the performance.
How did you celebrate after that fight? Again, you had a lot of people out. I'm sure you had a pretty good post-fight celebration.
No, man, I'm simple. Me, my girlfriend, Chito Vera, and all of us, we went back to the hotel. We ordered some pizza.
I mean, that's awesome. Don't downplay that, man. That's pretty good. And getting to hang out with Cheeto's, quite the character. I mean, that's awesome. I know he's your teammate, but still, if I wanted to have a post-fight celebration, Cheeto would be at the top of my list. That guy's so awesome.
Yeah, and we just hung out, and then I was in bed by 12:01, and then woke up the next morning, went for a run, and yeah, that's about it, man. I don't really drink. I don't really smoke. I really don't party too much. I'm an old man,
No, you're a monk, man. We talked about this. You don't even watch TV. Like you're focused on fighting. I mean, if anyone can say, no one can ever say there's any distractions in your life because you pretty much have everything honed in on the fight career. I mean, from what I'm gathering here, you're very laser focused.
Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to buy a house at the end of the year. I was pretty upset I didn't get that 50 G's. But
I know I couldn't believe that. But yeah.
But it is what it is. I just have to make it up some other way, whether it's one more fight this year or two more fights this year, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna make my dream come true, knock off the goal. Well, I knocked off one of my goals already. That was to win 3 fights this year. So there's one. The second one is to buy a house by the end of the year, and I'll knock that off by the end of the year for sure.
Okay, very cool. I mentioned Chito Vera there. Were you there when that whole situation happened with him and Cody Garbrandt? Did you see any of that?
Nah, I didn't see any of that. But like I told you, though, I kind of understand Cody's part. You know, like you see him training with somebody, but I don't agree with the way he handled it. But two, is also a fight week. People couldn't wait. People, PMS during that time. Because I'm the same way. I get really frustrated, annoyed, super fast. So I get where he's coming from. I get where Chito's coming from. So it's like one of those situations. Obviously, Chito's my boy. I got my boys back no matter what. But I just told him like, he just probably just couldn't wait. And I would feel the same way too if one of my opponents. I mean, they're not really, TJ and Chito aren't really like teammates. I would say they train together all the time because he trains with us. I mean, they work out every once in a while, which is cool. You know. So I mean, I get where Cody's coming from, but I get where Chito's coming from as well. Like you can't talk to anybody like that. I don't feel that's the right thing to do.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree with that, especially with how nice Cheeto is. I mean, come on, like it's it's one of those things. But anyways,
Yeah.
what was the feedback like on social media for this fight? We talked about before you getting the wins, but this was like, to me, this was a statement win. I think this really woke up a lot of people in the flyweight division with you going out there, handing Torres his first loss, and just from the opening bell, like I said, just a very dominant win.
Social media, a lot of people were hitting me up, congratulating me. Some people were talking smack.
What? Really?
Yeah, some people were saying like, oh, like the UFC set that up, that, whatever. People were saying that
Oh my
UFC's
God.
trying to hype me, or and I was like, oh, like that's crazy because, I mean, I don't feel like the UFC is trying to hype me up or favor me at anything. But I mean, to me, like I said, it really doesn't bug me. Mostly bugs like my girlfriend. She gets all into it. I'm like, just leave it. I tell her all the time, like, I can care less what people think. I was like, just imagine when I lose. Like, eventually I'm going to lose. And eventually everybody's like, oh, you suck. Everybody's going to be on the hype train. All of a sudden, oh, you suck. So I really don't pay too much attention. I know who my real friends are, and I know what they think of me. That's all I really care about.
Yeah, and it actually shouldn't surprise me that much. Michael Chiesa yesterday tweeted something about on the underground. There's a thread going on right now of how overrated was Demetrius Johnson in his career. So it's like it just goes to show you like how accomplished someone like Demetrius Johnson is, and people will still find a way to like knock his career highlights down. It's just crazy to me. I don't get it, but hey, I'm not one of those people. What about the UFC? Did you talk to them after this? Because they must have been pretty happy with your performance.
I just talked to Mick a little bit, like when I was walking out like cage. He's like, hey man. Kind of just pointed the finger, like, and I seen Sean and Mick and DC and John Anik, all their reaction, and Joe Rogan. They're like, wow, man, that was a great performance. I feel like a lot of stuff to work on, but they were happy with it, and that's cool. Those are my bosses, so as long as they're happy, I guess I gotta be somewhat happy.
Okay. Now, the big question, obviously, when are you looking to return? It looked like you didn't take really that much damage in the fight. Are you looking to get in there as soon as possible? Is there a card you're kind of eyeing? What's sort of the plan after this?
I mean, I wouldn't mind, my teammate Carla, she fights September 8th, so I really don't want to fight on that card because I help her out for camps and stuff. So I'd rather just focus on her. But I'm looking maybe October 6th. You're coming to Vegas, I know
Yeah, that big
card.
Conor McGregor card. Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, I know that's a big card. I wouldn't mind being on that card, down the street from my home, everything. But if anything, October, November, I would like to get one more fight in this year, maybe two more fights, depending on how healthy I am, and go from there. But that's the card I'm really looking for. October 6th in Vegas. That'd be amazing to fight in Vegas. Never fought there before. I fought there in the contender, but never fought there in the UFC. So it'd be cool to fight in Vegas.
Yeah, and obviously on a card with Conor McGregor doesn't hurt either. A lot of eyeballs on that, which would be very good. Anyone you want to fight in the division? I mean, you're on a roll right now, just with the winning streak and everything. Is there anyone you kind of are looking at that you're like, hey, I'd like that fight?
I wouldn't mind fighting Brandon Moreno.
Okay, nice.
He's top 10. We both come out there to fight. He's tough. I'm tough. We both have good ground. We're both good on our feet. So, like I said, I'm not trying to take easy fights. I'm just trying to take the hardest fights and make my way to the title. He's a ranked guy, top 10. Like I said, I think it would be an amazing fight for the fans. And, let's get it done. If Moreno wants to fight, even sooner, it don't matter to me. Just let me know when and where, and I'll be there.
Well, we're looking forward to your return, whenever that may be. Alex, again, congratulations on the win. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Alex Perez MMA. Just want to say thank you to all my sponsors: Virus, Healthy Meals Kitchen, ATTC, Compact USA, Milk and Eggs, and Lace and Loop, and also the Wrecking Bar Hanley Moore. And a couple other guys that donated money to me for this camp. Really appreciate it. All the support really helps. It helps me get through camp. It helps me pay for my rehab and all that stuff. So I just want to say thank you guys. I really do. It does mean a lot to me. Like a year ago today, I waited for the contenders. Tomorrow will be the year where I won my contract, and I wouldn't be here without you guys' support. Just thank you for everything you guys have done for me and my teammates. Without you guys, a lot of this wouldn't be possible.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.